So the Vulcan vehicle would have liftoff, and then you would have the boost phase of flight. After boost phase of flight, you turn off the main engines, and then you separate your Centaur upper stage along with the payload. So at that time, the Centaur is on its own and taking the payload into the proper orbit. So after that's accomplished, then the booster is effectively complete with its mission. At that time, you can release the engines without having any impact to mission reliability. The long-range business plan is to employ the reuse in about the 2024 timeframe.
So our concept is using an inflatable decelerator, people refer to as HIAD, hypersonic inflatable aerodynamic decelerator. This is a technology that NASA has been developing to be able to enter atmospheres for Mars, say, or for Earth. Think of it as a shield that provides drag and is able to take the heat, so it has thermal protection. The next phase of the descent, if you will, for our application is to use a parafoil. And that technology is well advanced. People have demonstrated parafoils up to 40,000 pounds of mass. After the parafoil stage, there is the mid-air recovery. But our concept now is to use a helicopter to bring it back.
When I first heard about it, it seemed like a very strange, almost laughable concept until you actually start to look into the history of mid-flight capture and realize that it's actually a very ingenious way to do it, to reuse and capture the engines without exposing them to any sort of harsh environments like salt water.
People have recovered objects coming back from space. They used to bring in spy satellite films and capture them with an aircraft, so this has been done since the 1960s. It costs to recover, and some people have been looking at other technologies like you could fly back your whole booster. Those propositions are very expensive. They have been thought of before. If you work the math, you see that you're carrying a lot of fuel to be able to bring the booster back, and it takes much longer to realize any savings, if you will, in terms of the number of missions that you have to fly, and they need to be all successful. So where our focus is on cost and the value of the proposition.
So the main goal of Vulcan is to produce a high-performing, cost-effective, US-made launch vehicle. That's the entire goal of Vulcan, and by incorporating the reusability, that just further helps our goal in making the vehicle more cost-effective by reusing the highest value components on the vehicle itself.